The story so far. 3 unwilling participants, Rufus Vaughn, Armin Fapplestamp, and Shortwing, sought to aid the king in exile to stake his claim to the throne of Greencrest. However, news of Rufus's long-missing parents have come to him by way of the king, and the group travels north towards the alchemical domain in search of them. Rufus, the fighter, talented with a gift for the blade as well as a magical touch, he seeks the truth behind his parents' disappearance after the War of the Glint. Armin, the wizard, curious to discover the mysteries of the Star of the World, he has left the safe walls of the Harvard School of Magic to seek the truth. Shortwing, the druid, after losing all he has ever known in a terrible fire, he seeks company and to forge his own destiny. Hello. I want to let you guys know the podcast is canceled. Apparently, New Zealand has an official wizard, and I'm going to leave Florida to move there to become the next official wizard of New Zealand. He gets paid $10,000 a year just to be a wizard.
Hey, hold your horses. He just confirmed today that he is not retiring anytime soon.
I know, but I'm going to kill him and take his spot.
So is he like the Pope for spellcasters? Is that what he is? He's the official?
He's the official wizard.
He'd be a warlock patron. We can't do that.
Would you have to duel him in a magical battle to steal his spot?
No, I would just shoot him. It's way faster.
Makes me think of Reckless Tortuga when he runs into the LARPers.
Cool wand you got there, bro. Check out mine. Pop, 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 pop.
That reminds me, did you guys see that Harry Potter edit from like a week ago where someone replaced all the walls with guns?
Do you guys know who that is, Reckless Tortuga?
No.
The Call of Duty in real life guy? Oh, he like made all the Modern Warfare 2 like vulgar videos, but in like his later episodes he goes walking through the woods with airsoft gear and he runs into a bunch of LARPers and she would be like fireball and he would just shoot her with his airsoft gun. And the guy was like swinging his straight sword.
Man.
And he was like,
Hermione's like, Neville, I'm so sorry. Pop.
Oh, did you see that, dude? I shared that. I was crying.
Yeah, it was so funny.
I was crying.
All right. Do you guys remember what happened in the last session? Do I give you a refresher? I'm going to record an actual good one for the episode.
Yeah.
I could use a refresher.
So, Airman handed off a family heirloom to a guy that attempted to kill us at one point and expected him to deliver it to the king.
Yeah. That's how that worked. I'm very trustful.
You guys were also informed that Rufus's parents were spotted very far to the north in the other kingdom known as the alchemical domain. And Alphonse has given you money and not travel plans, but like said, hey, you guys should go here, and while you guys are on your way, if you happen to find people who can sympathize with my cause, go ahead and tell them, come meet me, and we'll hang out and be friends, essentially. And in doing so, you guys left the tomb, left Ami to travel north toward the city of Blackridge. On your way there, you guys took camp for the night and were attacked by strange creatures that seemed to be made of magic itself. After that encounter, you guys approached the city gates of Blackridge, and that's when we faded to black.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to record a nice one for the actual episode later, because I actually wrote something down for that, but that's the paraphrase of it. The gates of Blackridge swing wide open, and the aroma of delicious, mouth-watering food fills your nostrils as you see streets filled with merchants, food carts, and hundreds of bright summer flowers decorating the buildings and shops as far as the eyes can see. Rufus and Ari immediately recognize this as a summer festival, a celebration of life and prosperity that happens every summer in most major towns and cities. Overhead, the looming shadow of an airship passes by overhead, which Rufus recognizes as the Fate Weaver, the airship that belongs to Sophia, the aspect of destiny. To explain what aspects are mortals who have been given boons by the everlasting, which are the immortal deities that walk the earth of Serene. While aspects seldom live long once they've been chosen, they're often some of the most powerful beings that can walk the lands, higher than royalty, the closer you can get to becoming a god of a mortal creature. While different cultures and races may have their own religions and beliefs, all creatures know of the everlasting in some way and revere them as the holy beings they are. Holy? No. You know what I mean. Welcome to Blackridge.
Well, Rue, you know that this is going to be a fun one.
Yes, we've had many festivals like this in my town when I was growing up. I'm gonna think I'm gonna go find myself some funnel cake.
Oh, not another party.
Funnel cake? I
Yes,
would
it's my
love some
favorite.
funnel cake.
What is funnel cake?
Oh, little one, you don't even know. Shortwing, we must bring you.
Yeah, I take Shortwing
But-
under my wing.
But I don't know.
And
You put him
start
next to
leading
the
him.
bird in your pants.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of which, I'm gonna check on that bird.
Yeah, he's
And I
just
pull-
chilling, tweeting along. He would probably appreciate some fresh air if you want to let him out of your pants.
Yeah, I'm gonna let him out of my pants. I don't have any bird. I don't think I've fed him once since shoving in my pants.
Probably not.
It would seem. I'm gonna go into town and search for funnel cake.
Yeah, you walk the busy, bustling streets of the city, and you find a couple carts here and there of different sorts of funnel cake. Some looking a little more streetwise than others, until you finally come across a place that just smells delectable.
I follow the smell like a cartoon dog to a pie in the window, and I throw some gold pieces or whatever money at the man or woman selling the funnel cake. And I get
funnel cake.
I get three funnel cakes.
You get 3 whole funnels. Yeah,
I do.
You toss your money to the merchant. They hand you 3 fresh, piping hot, covered in powdered sugar, delicious, delectable funnel cakes as you walk away like a happy spring child.
I come back to Airman and Shortwing and hand them each a funnel cake.
I start
Here you
feeding the
go.
bird funnel cake.
Thank you,
I
Rue.
found this
Really
in the-
appreciate.
I found these in the market. It smelled amazing.
I start
Oh,
going to
boy.
town on this thing. I'm eating incredibly quick.
Roll
kinda
for
hesitant.
deliciousness.
I'm hesitant, but I pick at it.
Would you say you're being
And then
peckish, Shortwing?
Peck. I start feeding the little bird.
I hear someone
on
squeak
Rue's
toy in the
shoulder.
background.
Yeah, that's their favorite squeak toy.
I mean, this is all on you guys. What do you guys want to do in Blackridge?
Okay.
It's a festival?
It is a festival.
What time of the day is it?
I would assume it's probably early afternoon, maybe 11 o'clock.
What else is in our immediate vicinity near the funnel cake stand?
Like I said, there are several shops, most of which are selling what you can normally find in most cities, maybe something a little more rare. If you're looking for stuff from the player's handbook, I'd probably rule that most things are there.
I don't know what to look for from the player's handbook, but I'm
I'm saying
you're being,
out of
you're
character. There's
Yeah.
a very large market available of different trinkets and weaponry, armor items, things like that. A lot of the region's finest merchants have come here to sell their wares during this festival.
This is why Jeff was so worried about how much money we have.
Should we find an inn first and then we can explore the city? I feel like there might not be a lot of vacancy.
I'm sure we have time. Let's go have some fun. I think
Yeah.
we deserve it.
Why be hasty?
Well, I just think we should find our rooms first before we're left out. I know how busy these festivals can be. And then we go out on the town.
How about this, Airman? You go find us some rooms, and Shortwing and I are gonna go have some fun.
Sounds
Well-
good to me.
I roll my eyes a little bit. Fine.
All right, so what's the nearest game, Jeff? We
Yeah.
playing like milk bottles? Are we fishing? What are we doing here?
There's definitely one of the milk bottle games. There's a better word for that, isn't there? Milk bottles. You can definitely
I don't
find
know
one
what
of
the
those
a
around
pitching
there.
game. I
I
just
think
know
it's called a
old
pitching
milk jug.
game. You can also find they have that one where it's like the rope ladder. They have to try to climb all the way to the top, but like it gets all like twisty turvy, twisty as you
So-
come across it. They got a couple basketball shots you can do. All kinds of games.
Do they have I got it?
What the hell
Hey,
is that?
Rue, you beat me at the skipping game last time. I think I can get you at the pitch.
You're on.
I got it is the game where you throw the bouncy ball into the thing, and then if you get 5 in a row, you win. You yell, I got it.
What's
I
the
don't know what
wager?
the fuck you're talking about.
Bro, I sit there all day at carnivals at the I got it table.
Yeah, I've never heard
Do
of
you
this
guys
either.
want to hear a fun story of my childhood?
Sure.
So my hometown has a Founders Day festival every year because it's Founders Day. And when I was a kid, they used to have a BB gun game where they give you it's a court gun. It's a court gun game where they have a bunch of like little targets and you knock it over and you get whatever's attached to it. It was like the little plastic snake ring or plastic
have one
spider
of
rings.
those.
Yeah, like little tiny
One
trinkets.
has like a wad of 100 on it or something like that.
So the one that I used to go to had wads of 5s and 10s and one thing of 20s. For 3 years in a row, I would get banned from the Founders Day Festival for coming in and just shooting down the targets every year and walking away with a profit.
You just had it down to a science, huh?
Yeah, I had it down pat. It was great, and then I got asked to leave every year.
Jeff's so poor he had to hustle the hustlers.
Jeff the Grifter.
Man, that's like getting banned from a casino. It's like, come on, I'm here to win, dude. Sucks to suck. All right, what's the wager, Rue? Getting my money back.
Let's see. I've got. Wait, what money? I don't remember. Did I beat you? Is that why I had extra gold? Because I beat you in the
'cause
skipping
you
stone?
beat me in the skipping
All right,
stones.
all right.
That's why I'm calling on a Rihanny.
I'll wager 2 gold pieces that I beat you in this contest.
That's chump change.
You want to up the ante?
Bring it.
All right. 5 gold pieces. That's like a lot of money in D&D world, isn't it?
This makes me think of
Yeah.
what's his name from Avatar when he's like 1 copper piece and he's like,
Oh, yeah,
how
yeah.
about 2 copper pieces?
I remember that.
All right, I'll go for it. All right, Jeff, what do we roll to
What
take
game
some
are you guys
names
even
here?
playing? I didn't even get that far.
We're playing the pitch game.
Jeff's thinking about boobies.
Maybe. The pitch game? Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. I would probably say this is your choice of athletics or... No, I think athletics would be it.
Athletics, okay. So, Shortwing, how about you go first?
Oh yeah.
Fine.
16.
I think that with a 16, you're probably going to knock down 4 of the 6 bottles.
Not bad, not bad. Question, are we leveled up at this point?
Yes, you are level 4.
Okay. So, with my new feat, which I guess I will say,
What do you mean with my new feet? What does this have to do with pitching?
as I step up to the
No,
plate.
no. No. All right. I have a reaction if this is what he's about to
Or
do.
you counterspell his feet.
Go ahead, Rue.
I-
Do your
I-
slimy tricks.
I feel well. Okay, so I feel like in context, I wouldn't really like know that I have this ability, but as I'm kind of like getting ready to throw, maybe like, you know, with this new wild talent ability, I would kind of feel like almost like in the zone, like flow state, in some kind of crazy way,
Yeah, it's
some
like,
kind of magical way.
puberty.
His spidey senses kick in.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how I think of it. And I'm gonna use my psi boosted ability to
Nope, it's
add...
magic boosted ability. We're retheming that.
Oh, excuse me. Well, magic boosted ability, magic mind power, and I'm going to roll an extra d6 attached to my my Was it strength? Is that right?
Athletics.
Athletics, sorry.
Which is a strength check, I'm pretty sure, but you get other bonuses.
Okay. All right. All right. Let's see. Ooh, I think he still beats me. Oh, wait, what'd you get?
16.
Oh, never mind. I had a 18 with the magic bonus.
You take the large woven ball in your hand and you chuck it at these bottles, and you knock down 4 with a clean strike, and that 5th one just sort of wavers and rolls in place right on the rim, and you feel this...
I cast True Craft and I steady it with wind.
You feel this new awakened energy within you sort of will this force out from you, and you're not quite sure how to explain it, but it's like something from within you reaches out and knocks over the other 2 bottles, and the person applauds. Everyone looks around you amazed, and they hand you a large stuffed animal.
What kind of stuffed animal is it?
It is a stuffed hippogriff.
Ooh.
What is this tomfoolery? Did anybody else not see those just fall over?
Looks like me, like it was a regular old thing.
I think I just threw it very well.
Just give him daggers.
Shortwing.
Just look at him.
Even I'm like a little bit like confused, but I'm just like, guess better luck next time. And I reach out my hand for the gold pieces.
Have I found
Double
a
or
tavern
nothing.
yet?
I'll get to you now they're done. Now to you, Ari.
I don't have 6-1. I don't have Rey Mysterio's finisher for gold anymore.
You walk the streets of Blackridge looking around for any semblance of an inn, and you finally come across a very small yet quaint building called the Merciful Oak. You walk in and you see a man behind the counter, sort of just polishing the counter and looking at his logbook before he looks up and greets you.
Hello. How are you doing today?
I'm doing quite well. How are you, traveler?
I'm excellent. I'm wondering if you have 3 rooms available.
I only have 1 room available right now, but it does have 3 beds. Does that work for you?
I guess that'll do. I would take it, please.
Not a problem. It'd be 15 gold pieces.
Oh, steep now, huh?
Busy times do come for increased rates.
Fair. I hand him 15 gold. And then, let's see. I'm going to order 2 pints of beer.
Getting litty titty up in here.
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to this festival not wasted.
Just like a true college student.
And then
he takes your
Oh,
money
God.
and he writes your names in the log. He asks for your names, puts them in the logbook, and then after you order your beers, he hands them to you.
I down them. And then I leave.
Disadvantage on all rolls for the next 24 hours.
I don't know. I might have beer strength.
You're feeling good.
Oh, yeah. I'm buzzing. Maybe a little bit more than buzzing.
You're definitely buzzing.
And then I'm going to go try to find my compatriots.
Yeah.
Unless anything happens, any hijinks happen on the way.
I want to look for a hat store.
There are several different hat stores that you can find across the few streets of merchants here.
Can I get a Lakers flat brim with my name initials on it? I'm just kidding.
I was gonna say Lakers with no brim, but I don't know who'd get that joke. The answer is no one here in the podcast, apparently.
Yeah. Can't say.
It was a dumb YouTube video. Yankee with no brim.
Yeah,
I'll share it to you guys later.
Maybe some of the viewers might get it, but
Hopefully.
nope, I don't.
Shout out to all 2 of you guys who understood that reference.
All 2 of them.
I love maymays.
Oh God, no.
Okay, so I am going to stumble into the first one that I find.
Yeah, you
Sell me a hat, Jeff.
You
Let's
walk
see your
up
creative
to-
muscles. Come on.
You walk up to a merchant stand that has several very colorful and decorative hats, and as you literally stumble into the table itself and profusely apologize, I hope, at the merchant, they sort of just glare down at you and say, "How may I help you?"
Oh, sorry, sir. I didn't see that bump there. Hopefully I didn't knock anything over. I'm interested in one of these covers you got here.
Everything you see is for sale, as he sort of extends his hands to gesture around at the hats around him.
Look for something kind of discreet. You know, little shade.
I don't really offer those kinds of hats here. I mostly deal with the highest of fashion. Perhaps I could interest you in going down the street somewhere more your price. And he kind of like looks down upon you, not only physically because he's taller than you, but like emotionally.
Oh, I don't handle emotional. I feel kind of bullied, but also like.
How expensive are we talking here? It's just a hat.
Well, you
Like
see this
fedoras
hat
with
here.
gold trim.
He pulls out a fedora with a gold trim and says, "This hat here."
Damn it, Jeff!
one
I'm not
of my
allowed to be
finest.
creative for you. Okay, sorry. What about that hat?
This is one of my finest creations. It's woven with the silken thread of the beetles of Northumbria, and it is just magnificent.
Do I know what the beetles of Northumbria are as a hunter?
Give me a nature check.
14 plus. I think I have like massive nature. Oh, I have +2. Never mind, I lied. 16.
You're pretty sure you've never heard of this place before, or these beetles from this place.
With a 16?
As in, like, you think he's lying to you, and he's just making up whatever buzzwords in this fantasy realm are. Like, Corinthian leather is, like, something they advertise for, like, car interiors, but there's no such place as Corinthia or Corinthian leather.
Sure, so he just made it up because it sounded fancy.
Correct.
How much are we talking here?
Oh, for this hat, I wouldn't go under 300 gold pieces for it.
Would you be interested, perhaps, in pelts for your hats if I happen to produce them?
He kind of just grimaces at you and goes, "Dear heavens, no."
Hey, man, you can make some pretty nice hats out of pelts, okay? Damn, okay.
Well, that's kind of too much for a made-up animal hat. I think I'll find my business elsewhere.
He just kind of upturns his nose at you.
Is he like the Mad Hatter?
No, sure.
Okay, well, let me go to a Kmart level hat store. I want to exit the Louis Vuitton of hats and go to a more modern hat store.
Where's the nearest lids, please?
That's, Lakers brim with my initials. It's got to say like Biggie Smalls on the back or something.
As you are walking down the street, you notice there are a few dozen people who are all gathered around a small, very vibrantly decorated tent with vibrant reds and purples. And in front of this tent is a woman in a dark red robe handing out small tickets.
I'm intrigued. I like purple. I'm going to walk up and see if I can hear what the fuss is.
Yeah, you overhear her shouting to the crowd, "Those who seek an audience with the aspect must take a ticket. Their time is precious and she is not able to meet with everyone."
I feel obligated. I'm going to go take a ticket.
Yeah, you weasel your way to the front and you hold out your hand and she hands you a small ticket stub.
What was the name of the individual?
The aspect is known as Sophia. She is the aspect of destiny. The everlasting Divi is the goddess behind destiny, and she is the aspect of that goddess.
So it's religion based.
Not quite.
I was gonna ask what the aspect was, but I didn't have to do it in character. You just explained it.
Yeah, so everyone knows what aspects are, and everyone knows who the everlasting are, because they transcend.
I am bushfolk.
What?
I am bushfolk.
Sure. No, so everlasting transcend whatever local or cultural deities those people might have, because they are the one and only forceful aspects of everything, if that makes sense. So your culture might have your own local or cultural deities that cover different things like fire, wind, other paganist kind of things, but you all know like they all answer to the everlasting, whatever your culture might call them. But they're all the same beings.
So basically religion. Just kidding. You said pagan, so I'm just teasing you. That's all. Yeah, it's a 5e thing. I got you. Okay.
No, not a 5e thing. This is a me thing. It's kind of
fun.
The people will sometimes worship them, but more of a reverence. Like they're forces of nature that no one can control, essentially.
Okay. Sure.
But they're omnipotent, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Like me, I'm a force of nature no one can control.
Yeah.
You keep telling yourself that, buddy. The small ticket that she handed you has the numbers 1314 on it.
I'm gonna forget, so I will write.
Does anyone else have anything they want to do?
I was gonna go
I
in
still
search
want
of
a hat, Jeff. Sell
Ari.
me a hat.
I'm sorry, Will?
Go on, Will.
I said I was gonna go in search of Ari.
Yeah, I would assume after a short amount of time, you end up meeting up with your small inebriated friend, and you guys make your merry way around Blackridge.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for
Buzz
like
know I'm gonna do?
a magical item shop or maybe just a arcane district shop.
Okay. You don't find anything too magical in the regular merchant shops, but you ask around for a little bit, and you hear a couple rumors that there's a tent like off towards the very edge of the festival that does have some pretty gnarly stuff.
Oh, really? I like gnarly. Would you like to go, Rue?
Aramin, are you sure that's such a good idea for you to go shopping in this state?
We're good. Let's just go.
Sounds like a sassy, rich white person.
Are you going to go along with them, Shortwing?
I don't know. Did they bump into me? I'm concerned that I'm on the
they
other
would
side
come
of the
and
fair.
seek you out.
Okay,
I
I
would
would
assume
like
so,
to
at
participate
least.
in cool magical tent place, so I guess so.
You walk the streets of Blackridge for a time, gazing at the wondrous sights of merchants coming from far and wide. Marvelous marble sculptures from artisans hailing from Doveport, bizarre and strange relics that merchants claim to be from the alchemical domain, and finally, at the very edge of the market, a small, unassuming red and white tent with a hastily scribbled sign that reads Craigmart. You part the heavy cloth flap and step into a room that is much, much larger than the tent you saw on the outside. A dim, occasionally flickering light hangs overhead as your footsteps echo on the faded, dirty white flooring beneath you.
It's like one of those house tents from the Deathly Hollows, where it's
Yeah.
like a
Yeah.
normal pitch tent, and you
I was
open it, it's like a grand ballroom.
I was thinking of like the TARDIS. Wait, did you say Craigmart?
Yes.
Yes, he did. That's why I looked up.
So this is like real world fantasy Craigslist?
No, it's Craig with a K.
Oh, that
Okay,
makes the
Jeff.
difference.
Okay, nice save, Jeff. Yeah, real convincing.
I will show you my notes for this, okay?
It's okay. We're just harassing you, but that Craigmart, that's pretty good.
Wow, this place is excellent.
Did he scribble?
Shopkeep. Shopkeep.
A young man in a blue shirt steps up to you. He's very tall and very skinny, and on the lapel of his shirt you see a small tag that reads, "Hi, my name is Craig." And he just kind of looks over and at you guys and goes, "Hello, I'm Craig."
Hi, Craig.
Love it.
I'm so happy to be visiting your tent. Could you show me some scrolls that you might have for purchase?
I don't really have any scrolls. I have some stuff. He kind of like guides you, and you guys follow him, and you walk down several hallways of just empty shelves covered in dust. And it just looks like this place has been abandoned, and all hope had been abandoned with it when this tent was made. As you find your way all the way in the very back of Craigmart, and you see a glass cabinet filled with several items. I'm going to give you guys a list of the magical items and the prices within Craigmart.
I'm disappointed. I wanted to see like trench coat. Like that was what I was expecting.
So I put that in the Discord. That should work. It tells you the price, and it tells you if it's a trinket or a magical item. It's kind of all the same for a couple of these things.
This is a way of doing it.
This is a way of doing it.
Gauntlet of javelin throwing? Wow.
You know, Craig, this really is a great list, or a great cabinet of items. What would you say 500 for the whole lot?
Oh, I can't do that. There's a whole lot of stuff here. My dad would get real mad if I did that.
And then I am going to cast suggestion and ask, are you sure that is all that you can do it for?
Ooh, use cantrip with guidance.
Jedi mind tricks.
You muster up the energy to cast suggestion, and as you do, a bright blue light illuminates the tent as an alarm goes off. And he goes, "Oh, sorry about that. Hold on. Someone set off the magic alarm system." And he kind of like ducks under the cabinet, and you can hear him like furiously scribbling with like buttons and wires to try to disable it. And the alarm suddenly turns off. And he goes, "Sorry about that."
100%
Wow,
guaranteed. Jeff just made that up on the spot.
That was terrifying.
Determine if
it's
he
real loud.
is playing it off?
Huh?
Can I determine if he's playing it off?
He looks shaken. He it looks like this poor child has no backbone whatsoever.
Poor child, huh?
He looks to be a human, probably about 16 or so.
What's the deal with the jar?
Oh, it's a jar of bees. That's it.
Why do you have a jar of bees?
I don't stock the place. My dad does. I just work here on weekends.
Where's your dad?
He works at the other one. It's a chain. We have a lot of these tents set up around, and we just kind of like me and my brothers. We all work at different ones.
Is your dad Tom Nook?
No, his name's also Craig.
Nook. Okay.
I'll take the bees.
Sure, 50 gold pieces.
How about 40?
I don't know about that.
Come on, man, it's just bees. Like, you're really gonna charge me that many for a jar of bees?
There's a lot of bees in that jar. Bees are hard to come by.
Not really.
Have you ever tried to put all those bees in a jar?
Not my field of expertise, buddy. I'm the one with the gold.
45.
Shortwing, I don't feel this is a wise investment.
I feel bad for the bees in there. I just can't let him trap those bees.
I have to say, everything in this shop seems wildly overpriced.
I'm taking the bees.
They're magical items. 45 gold?
I have to. I'm going.
Fine.
You make the trade. The point is, boys, these are magic items that have really cool effects. That's why they're pricier than normal things.
Oh yeah,
The wand of bang.
I do want you to read. If you're going to read an item, I want you guys to read the description for the listeners at home because they can't see the list.
Let me read you the wand of bang. It's such a great magical item. A small.
I didn't know you could actually
wand.
read that.
Yeah,
Yes.
no. Click the name and it'll open a little page of what the item does.
A small wooden wand with a hidden button. When pressed, a small pole extends from the end of the wand, and a scroll falls out that reads "Bang." Wand of bang. Doesn't strike me as a particularly magical item.
How about this one as well? The Onu card. It's a small card with Onu written on the back in bright yellow in a red oval with a black background. On the front, 2 arrows side by side with an oval divided into 4 colors, red, green, blue, and yellow. The bearer of this card may use it to reverse any action. A spell being cast would be cancelled or reflected. An attack would be parried. A critical failure would become a critical success, etc. At the DM's discretion. This is on the item description in the store, by the way. Seems a little strange.
In all caps.
Once this reversal has been
haphazardly
used,
drawn card, or does it look like a silkscreen Ohnu card? Because
No, it's a silk screen card.
Mint Yu-Gi-Oh holographic.
that one is good.
Man,
However,
I thought we would have to like ask and get a description, but man, you just made this like Amazon shopping. Are there any user reviews?
No, unfortunately, I don't have any user reviews of Craig Mart.
all right. I think really this Onu card is complete trash. I will offer you 200 gold for it, and that is my final offer.
Are you trying to persuade him, or are you just hardballing him right now?
I am trying to persuade him.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay. With a 10, I'm sure he's not persuaded.
He just kind of looks you over and goes, that's really low. I don't think I can do that. That's really low. I'd get in so much trouble if I sold it for that.
I mean, clearly it's not priced correctly, or else it would have been sold by now. Don't you agree?
I don't make the prices. I just work here on weekends. Listen, I'm real afraid of my dad. I don't want to get in trouble for selling things too far under.
So what can you offer?
700.
Oh no. How about 400?
It can't. I'm sorry, sir. I can't do that.
Trash. And then I'm just going to storm out.
That's a pretty good improv magic item. I like that.
I like
the
all these
immovable
items I
rod's
made.
pretty. Like
That-
you can
that
do
is
some
the-
good things.
A movable
the
rod is
only-
very strong.
Yeah, that is the only non-homebrew item in this shop because I just like that item a lot.
It is very strong.
It's
I've
stupidly
actually
strong.
have no experience of it, but I can imagine that you could get pretty creative with that.
You get 2 of those bad boys, and whew, you're cooking with gas.
Yeah.
All right, so I've left the tent. I am going to go look for a place that I can buy a bag.
Just like a regular bag,
No. A better one.
like a bigger bag.
Somewhat of an infinite bag
One that holds things,
that holds many things.
many things.
I don't know how to explain this to you, but bags of holding are not only very rare items, they're pretty expensive. These items that are inside the Craig Mart are pretty fairly priced for your level and the power that comes along with them.
I don't know. You didn't let me use suggestion to buy them, so.
I mean, you guys can pool your money to buy an item together.
None of that is worth it.
No.
Okay, I thought my stuff was really cool.
No, you do have some really cool items, but we're also really poor, so we're not yet.
Yeah,
We'll come
we have
back.
like 600 gold between us. Like,
No,
We
you
have
600
1,800 between the three of us.
600 gold each.
Yeah.
oh, I forgot about the extra money. Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys can
From the-
afford several items here.
Mm-hmm.
You guys have the dashing boots, the social construct, the wand of bang. The bees are gone. The raid bands.
I really don't like the raid bands, but I feel like it kind of goes against my
Do you want
characters.
to tell the audience what the raid bands are?
So it's basically like the deal with it glasses. So if you just throw a deal with it in there, you get you add what's usually add their level to their next check. So it's the deal with it glasses.
Read the description. Come on, I wrote the description for
Oh,
a
the
reason.
deal with it's perfect. A pair of black tinted spectacles that, when taken off, dramatically allows a user to add their level to their next persuasion, performance, and intimidation check. It's the deal with it glasses, Jeff. He just wanted to stroke himself for a
A
second.
little bit.
So these are all homebrew except for the
Correct. I made up
the
all of these. Well,
movable rod.
I think I found the gauntlet of javelin throwing on Reddit, but the rest of it was all me. Oh no, I think no. The Ring of Pew Pew is also something I found. I've held on to it for a while.
Yeah, no, definitely some pretty good ones in there, but I gotta find a source of revenue to even consider them.
No one wants to get the dashing boots? Come on.
It's pretty cool, but I have a lot of magic mobility naturally, so I don't need it.
All right, fine.
Okay, well,
Anything for you, Will? Are you out and you dipping?
I think
Whoa.
I am going to pick up the dashing boots, actually.
You want to tell the audience what they are?
Sure. An unassuming pair of boots with a small wheel within the heel. So they're what are those things called again?
Heelys.
With this, the wearer can use a dash action as a bonus action, but stops moving if they hit difficult terrain or an elevated slope. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Yeah, I'll grab those
All right.
for 500.
500 gold pieces.
Rue's a bad haggler.
He knows what he's
Straight
good
face.
at. Yeah, Craig hands over the boots, you hand over the money, and I guess as you guys leave, he kind of just waves away as you guys wander the absent, shoddy halls of this Craig Mart and then exit the tent.
Can I... My hat buying needs have not been satiated.
I have a need for a hat.
Can I find a more poor folk hat store?
Yeah, you walk around the outskirts of the center of the festival as you see more fairly priced in your eyes merchant shops, and you do come across a small, what is it, are they called haberdasheries, or is that a shoe place?
No, that's a hat store.
Okay, so you find a small haberdashery.
It would be I just had the word disappear, it doesn't matter. A haberdashery. Okay, I'm gonna waltz in and I'm gonna...
Looking for a cover today, sir.
I don't have a voiceless guy, so I'm just gonna roll with it. What kind are you looking for? What do you want? You
Something
want
with
a
a little bit
you
of
want a sun
shade.
hat? You want a
Maybe,
sombrero?
maybe,
I got
maybe
one
a
of
little bit of
those.
height. I also want my initials stitched on the back.
I can do that. You said height. How much height are you looking for? You want like a top hat?
Maybe not too high, but you know, what do you got?
He just kind of like turns around and starts ruffling through like small boxes, and he pulls
I'm gonna pull out my jar and be like, something that will hide this.
He looks at the jar of bees in your hand.
Just
and
flabbergasted.
He pulls out a magnificent purple and gold top hat that just happens to be the right size to fit a jar of bees.
I think it'll work, but it's just a little too flashy for me. And
You see my guy look down and I'm wearing hide.
He goes, give me 1 minute. And he turns away again and he starts shuffling through more boxes filled with hats and junk, and you hear a cat squeal at some point, and then he pulls out a pile, what looks to be a pile of raccoon furs, but it just so happens to be tall enough to fit a jar of bees. It's got like a slack at the end.
Sure, yeah.
you know, that might just do. 5 gold pieces.
7.
6.
You got any pelts on you?
I'd be willing to get you some if we could work out some business.
Bring me 4 medium-sized pelts, and you got yourself a deal, partner.
Can I sign an IOU?
Sure.
Okay, let me write that down.
Easy peasy.
I like
Well,
the side
Rue,
quests.
Would you like
he
to
spits
go
on his
play
hand
cards?
and holds it out to you. Let's make a deal, partner.
Rue, would you like to go play cards?
Deal is done.
You swap hands. You swap a handshake with this sweaty, spit-filled hand, and you feel kind of gross afterwards, but now you have a cool hat, so like that works out, I guess.
So you just awkwardly, as I walk out of the tent, go like this. And just slide my jar of bees on my...
Slowly wipe the
just
spit off
like
your
a dapper
hand.
fedora put on, but it's like a jar of bees, and then I put the... All right, now
What do you guys want to do, Ari?
I think I'm going to find the nearest card game I can find.
Are you talking like Street Shark kind of stuff, or
Like in a tavern, maybe?
like a tavern?
Yes.
I didn't write anything in for this, so we're going to have to improv this, boys. You walk across the marketplace once more, looking around for anything that seems to be a semblance of fun that isn't shops or food, and you come across a relatively large building that does have a bunch of people gathered on the outside at small tables playing various games of like checkers and other regional games, things like that. And you walk in and you do see a couple small tables with playing cards on them. You see one of them playing Three Dragon Ante. You have another one playing what? Oh, that was gross. Ooh. Cut that. That was awful. That was pizza and seltzer water. And you see a small table of people playing what looks to be Texas Hold'em, essentially.
I'll go over to the table where they're playing Texas Hold'em. I don't know. Is Rue with me?
I don't know. Rue, are you?
Sure. Yeah. I'll keep an eye on Airman since he's so hammered.
Well, you got room for 2 more?
Sure do. The same voice. I can't do with so many voices. All right.
Oh no. I'm good. Card games are not my specialty.
All right. I'm going to sit down and then I'm going to put 100 gold on the table. Well,
Airman,
deal me in.
I think 100 is a bit.
Up in here.
100 seems a bit much, Airman.
Oh, don't you worry, Rue. Don't you worry.
I'm drunk. He's about to just all in some Texas Hold'em. I'm seeing it.
What I'd like to do is I'd like to sort of without catching Airman's attention. I'm gonna try and slide some of the gold off the table.
You just tap his shoulder on the other side so he turns the other way.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
Sure.
Do I have to roll anything for that?
Give me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand, okay.
Do I have to roll against it?
Give me a perception check at disadvantage because you are feeling it.
Inebriated.
Does that mean I have advantage?
No,
technically,
regular for you.
Technically, you do.
I guess you're right.
Because he's at disadvantage.
Yeah.
So technically.
I rolled an 8 with disadvantage.
I got 17.
Yeah, you pull the greatest trick known to man. You tap Ari on his opposite shoulder, and he turns like, what? And you just sort of palm the money and put it back in his pocket. Or your pocket.
Guy across the table pulls out his
I'm
piece
gonna
and just fills his chest with 6 rounds.
I'm gonna hold it on my persons until this game is over.
I'm gonna look down, see that some of my money is missing, and not have any idea who took it.
Starts blasting.
Who took my money? Who took my gold?
I give the dealer an eye and just be like
The
give
dealer
him
just
the old
nods
nod
back at you and just says,
This makes
"All
no
right,
sense. The house always wins.
Last call for bets."
It's good though. It's good.
All right, I'm assuming that I have, I don't know, maybe 60 gold left on the table. I'm assuming he probably took 40 pieces of gold. Yeah, I'll put in for whatever the minimum bet is for the table.
Okay, let's say it's 10 gold pieces. Is the
Okay.
minimum bet. Now we're gonna play some poker. All right. I want you to grab 5d6 for me.
I got him.
I want you to.
Do you not
roll
know what
them.
Balder Bones is? You
What
ever
the hell
done
is
Balder
that?
Dash? Balder Bones. That's it's a diced version of blackjack, basically. I don't think I'd be able to explain it in full context, but it's a super simple game. It's basically like blackjack with dice.
We're
do
improv
your
here,
thing.
buddy.
Yeah. Do your thing. Do your thing. I was just asking if you even knew it.
Nope. I want you to roll me your 5d6, and you're trying to make a poker hand out of it.
Well, I got a pair of 6s.
Dealer's got 2 pair.
Son of a bitch.
You take your 30 gold pieces back from your main pot, and he offers you to bet again if you choose to.
Yep. Pair of 1s.
The dealer unfortunately gets a pair of 2s.
Nabs are straight.
And he,
All right.
he grabs the 10 gold and asks for another bet if you choose.
Oh, we're running it back. Another 10 gold.
Alrighty.
2 pair. 2s and 3s.
2 pair? Yeah, you manage to beat most of the table. You get a pretty solid sum of money. You get about 50 gold pieces back from that bet.
Oh, fuck yes. One more
Return on
time.
investment.
So wait,
Going
I'm up
again?
20. I'm up 20 now?
Yeah, checks out.
Oh. Full house, baby. Come on. Come on. 3
Dealer
6s and
has-
2 2s.
Dealer
Nice.
has a pair of 1s.
Yeah.
The
So how
whole
much do I
table
get this
groans,
time?
and they throw their cards as the dealer pulls out a small sack of money and slides it to you that you can guesstimate is to be worth about 700 gold.
Well, read 'em and weep, boys. I'll be going along now.
Got him.
Up 720 gold.
Worked out.
I think Jeff wants you to get that Onu card.
I'm not going back
It's
to that
eerily
shithole.
close to the $800 price tag. That's weird.
I'm not going back to that shithole.
It was literally a dusty shelf tent corner.
I'm really upset that no one caught the name of the shop.
Cragmar?
Craigmart? Well, yes, I
Kmart.
guess it starts with a K. It's Kmart.
It's a dusty, empty place.
Yeah.
Yeah, most Kmarts, at least in my region, are pretty dirty.
That was the point. Welcome to the joke. Glad you're here.
Well,
But it
Rue, would
wasn't
you
a
like
big Kmart, so we didn't laugh. You know, it had to be a big K. You know?
Rue, would you like a drink?
Sure. Ari, absolutely.
I'm gonna go to the bartender. What's the best drink you can make?
Well, we have tickle charms. Those are made with some of the finest ale we have available, and that can probably run you about 10 gold pieces.
I'll take 2, please.
Yeah, you see the.
I'll give him
bartender
30
turn
gold.
around.
As a
What,
tip.
10 for a tip? Look at you go. Look at High Roller go.
Yeah.
Turns around, he starts to mix different concoctions here and there, and then turns around and hands you 2 large, glowing neon green glass mugs, like frosted mugs and everything.
Oh, God, is this absinthe? Ari, this drink looks a little bit much for my taste, but
Bottoms
No,
up,
no.
and then I just
Cheers.
clink it.
Cheers,
I
friend, in celebration of your
I
win.
clink his glass way too hard. I spill like half mine before I drink it.
I like do like a hold it with both hands and just do like a little bit of a
Double
sippy
fisted
sip.
it.
Yeah.
The liquid hits your lips, and it goes down velvety smooth. You don't even feel any sort of aftertaste, and it
Chocolate milk.
reminds you of growing up in your childhood home, running free in the fields, playing with your friends, and then it sort of like ages as it travels down your throat, and you remember the fond times of being a young adult, your first girlfriend or boyfriend. I don't know how you guys want to roll that. That's all up to you. The fond memories of becoming more mature, and the days of summer ending as the beverage finally leaves your mouth.
Wow, Jeff, that was fucking beautiful.
There's got to be kickback. There's got to be like suddenly you see your death as it hits your stomach or something. Because if not, suddenly alcoholism. You know, like,
No,
no.
it's for tomorrow. That's when it's gonna hurt.
the
Well, I think-
hangover is gonna be.
Yeah, the hangover's insane.
It's gotta have a nice payout. You can't have that much win.
As soon as I feel that feeling, I just start going ham. drinking it down. I'm just chasing that dragon now.
Just chase it.
Oh no, I've introduced heroin into my ecosystem.
Well, I think I'm ready to dance. It is a midsummer festival.
Yeah, let's get you to the dance floor.
Time for some swing dancing.
You head out of this tavern gambling house and you walk your way to the center of the festival, to a huge swath of people dancing and cheering. There's local music playing, the best folk songs that you can think of, like Cotton Eye Joe and that other song, the Cha-Cha Slide, but the fantasy version.
Wagon wheel.
And sure, whatever the hell that is.
Rock me,
Mama,
mama, like
rock
a
me.
wagon wheel.
Just played in every bar
Mama,
I went to in
any way
college,
you
like
feel.
all the time.
Oh yeah, I've definitely jiggied to a wagon wheel in a basement frat house. Except everybody said, and instead
Mama,
of "Hey mama,
rock
rock me," it was "Suck me, fuck me, mama." That was the
I've
frat house.
been to a handful of bars and I've never heard that song.
Country
Dog,
road.
you're in Florida. You've never been to
It was
like a
like a
country bar?
2013 thing.
Take me home
2014.
to the
Anyway,
place.
I assume that you have eventually made your way back to the party, and by the party I mean those two in the party, Shortwing, to join
I
the
guess
festivities.
I'm still kind of like carousing because I don't know. I feel like this is more people than I've ever seen in my life, and I'm like walking around absently. Is this cue for regroup or?
A little bit of a cue. Not gonna force you, but like it's a good
I don't
time.
really have anything else really that I want to do.
That's why I suggested you rejoin the party.
Let me just double check if there's any other. I'm gonna regroup.
All right. Let me go back to my page I was at. Nope, don't delete that page. That's really precious. That's all the campaign ever.
Should have turned to a cat and ran around the festival. Last time that didn't work out so well, Jeff.
You rejoin Rufus and Ari as they are dancing with each other, with locals, just having a grand merry time, and you feel yourself sort of captured in the moment. You might not be dancing with people, but you are sort of grooving to the beat, at least.
I'm total
You're finding
wallflower.
I'm definitely
finding
dancing with people.
a small
total
semblance of
wallflower.
comfort in this controlled chaos of this festival when a booming voice echoes through the city streets that says, "We are now calling all ticket holders to please join us at the Fate Weaver."
I didn't get a ticket. This is bull.
I
Yeah.
pull it out and I go,
I got this thing, but I don't know if it's for me. Do you guys want to go?
By this point, Rufus has had several glasses of the memory juice, and
The tickle charm.
he is quite lost in the sauce. He's like, "Let's go!"
he's probably thinking it's going to be like a ventriloquist or something. He's like, yeah!
I think that one
I
ticket
would-
should get us all in.
I mean, I don't know, but we'll find out. If not, you guys can go in.
There's only one way to find out.
I start walking and fucking trip.
Drug Rufus is great.
Only one way. All right, so
You-
we'll just
you
stumble over.
Walk your way through the winding streets back to that illustrious red and purple tent, and the same woman is standing there with what looks like one of those like bingo machines, like the metal cage with the balls inside of it, and she's just like rolling furiously, just getting ready. And a few minutes passes, and she deems it necessary to
Man, she's
stop
working
rolling.
that thing like a shake weight. A few minutes, Jeff.
We don't notice that
Imagine bingo
has
if she was just up there
very,
for like
very
4 minutes.
defined forearms.
Strong, yeah, strong
like-
wrists.
And she stops it, and she reaches in and pulls out a ball that she calls out 1, 2, 1, 6.
Is that us?
Not me, guys. I'm sorry.
Boo.
Silence fills the area, and after a small pause, with no one answering, she sort of shrugs, puts the ball back in, gives it a few more vigorous shakes,
4 more
and then
minutes.
reaches in once more for a whole other 4 minutes. Just makes constant eye contact with the entire crowd as she's doing it.
Just dead focus like the Hunger Games. Everybody's on their knees.
And she pulls out another ball and she calls out 1314.
Oh,
I have
there
it.
you go. Yeah, I'll hand it
That's
to you.
have
us!
it.
That's us! That's
I have
us!
The whole crowd turns to look at the two drunken idiots and the small creature next to them. And the woman calls out, "Please come, bring your party with you."
Let's go.
Woo!
I'm sober for the record.
I grab Shortwing and just start dragging him.
I'm like, no. No.
Please don't be a stage. Please don't be a stage. Please don't be a stage.
Like quivered.
She guides you into the tent, which actually is the entrance to the tower behind it. And as you scale the stairs to the very top, you exit to the balcony, and you are greeted by this beautiful, detailed airship, the Fate Weaver, which Rufus would know because he probably had a hand in building some of the parts for it. This is one of the finest crafts to fly the skies.
I've seen this
Nice
ship.
name.
I built this. I built the ship.
You built
Goes,
this?
I'm sure you did.
It was
That's-
me.
Rufus, you're so talented.
Thanks, Ari.
What is this thing?
It's an airship.
A beautiful airship that Rufus has built with his bare hands.
My bare hands.
That's impressive. I've never seen anything like it before. What does it do?
It flies. Let's go. And I grab them on both and just start running up the platform. You
cross the threshold to the airship itself, and the woman leads you to the main cabin of the Fate Weaver, which is decorated in those same vibrant reds and purples.
They like the reds and purples around here.
On the opposite side of the wall, seated in a very large cushion, is a blonde-haired woman. Her eyes are glowing with a white light that lets you know that she is clearly Sophia, the aspect of destiny. She stands to look upon the three of you. "It is a pleasure to meet you at last, Armin, Rufus, and Varro. Divi has given me the blessing to tell you each something about your destinies, if you are prepared," she says. Who
I
would
like
like to
you
go
use my
first?
actual name there. Good on you, Jeff.
Yeah. I'm gonna
It's
say
not that I write
who's.
shit.
I'm gonna say who's Varro. I don't know a Varro.
It is nice to meet me.
So for the two of you, seeing Sophia with her radiant, glowing white eyes, instantly sobers you up, because you know that meeting an aspect is something far, far greater than meeting any king or queen or local lord. This is something that's almost divine in essence.
She's
Man,
got
you
that
were-
magical ibuprofen, dog.
Yeah. You weren't gonna let me navigate this conversation inebriated.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
you can still act like it, but your character knows this is a big deal. Like, very few people will ever meet an aspect.
All right.
So,
Well, I'm ready
Rue's basically
to hear
speaking to our
something.
officer right now.
What?
He's drunk, but like sober when speaking to an officer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never had a drink in my life, officer.
I swear to drunk, I'm not God.
Yeah.
I'm ready for my destiny, ma'am. Mrs. Your Highness?
She walks up to you and she sort of strokes your hair and she goes, "You're taller than I expected, Araman. Living outside the comfort of Harvard School of Magic is not what you're used to, I know. Divi's guidance for you is..." And she sort of trails off and looks toward the distance for a few seconds before she shakes her head. I cannot see what destiny has spot for you, which means Divi has something very special for you, my friend.
Oh, wow. That's incredible. but I would like to know my destiny.
Unfortunately, even I cannot see everything without Divi's guidance.
Oh, I suppose. You can make it up to me later, though.
He just sort of giggles.
Smooth.
I'll sit back down.
He's gonna climb that tree and.
He's trying to feel the divination.
Oh God.
He's trying to see God tonight, boys.
Yeah, this is the episode that gets us all canceled, I think.
No, it's not. Not even close. Okay.
What about me? What about me?
Yeah, do Rufus.
She walks up to you and goes, My, Rufus Vaughn, seeking what has been lost. Divi has told me much about you. I can offer you these words of wisdom. These words of wisdom. Family is where you least expect it, and yet it is all around you.
Sounds like a Disney quote.
Yeah, I kind of look around and just like, I don't think that's right.
That just means we're brothers,
she looks
Rufus.
at
Can't you
you.
see the resemblance?
She looks at you and just winks, and you see that the skin around her eyes is cracking slightly just because it's trying to contain the massive power within her mortal body. But you know that she knows something that you just can't quite figure out yet.
So at this point, I pipe up and I say,
How did you know my name? What do you know? Nobody knows my name.
Oh, I know a lot of things, Varro. My, you're a rare sight indeed as well. Tell me, why do you think your village was lost?
I haven't quite come to grips with it. It just was. It was just burnt. I know. You know, some forest fires can be kind of natural, but I couldn't find any evidence of what caused it.
She squats down. Squat's not the right word. I feel like squat sounds dirty. She leans down and sort of like caresses your face as she sees you starting to get a little emotional to think about what happened. And she goes, Divi's light shines bright within you, but you must first move past what has been lost, young one. Only then will you fly among your family.
sounds like a suicide quote. No, okay.
Way to get
Fly with
fucking
your
dark. Jeez.
Go to heaven. That's all. I'm memeing you, Jeff. It's okay. I got it.
But I don't understand.
Kind of like tearfully.
She stands up and she steps back a little bit before saying, There is one more thing that Divi has allowed me to share with you three. She says, Trust not those who seek alliances. Instead, you must unravel the lies that have deceived us all.
Alliances.
Who was supposed to see you before us? The number was called. But it went to us since they didn't come.
You guys were always fated to come here. That's how destiny works. And she sort of smiles at you before walking back to her cushion. Unfortunately, I must retire now. Even from the distance where you're at, you see the cracks in the skin around her eyes are beginning to pulsate with small pinholes of light escaping in between. And she says, May the light shine behind you all. My wife will show you the way back to town. As the same woman ushers you guys out of her cabin.
Wow. Can we go on a ride on the airship?
The woman just kind of looks at you and shakes her head.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I feel different now. I think I might want to retire to the inn.
I mean, if we're done for the afternoon, I think I might take to the woods for a little while and run some things through my mind. And I have a bargain with the gentleman at the cover store, and I think I should probably start on that.
My head is killing me. I'm gonna go back to the inn.
Got magical.
I'll show you where it is, Rufus.
The two of you leave and you head back to the inn where you rest your heads for the night. I assume you guys have nothing else you guys want to do in Blackridge for the moment?
We'll just imagine that I'm lulling over my thoughts, and when I go to retire, I get one medium pelt from a deer and bring it back to the guy. So he knows I'm a man of my word. Yeah, I'm good for it.
The sun begins to set in the city of Blackridge, and as the festival begins to die down and the townsfolk retire to their homes, you all fall to a soft, well-deserved slumber in the comfort of shelter once more, for you know that in the future things are quite uncertain, but you feel almost at peace, like you're ready to face the new challenges ahead of you.